Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here. Again, the weather was good on this Sunday, and today represents the first real day of what I would call meet prep for this coming push-pull meet, which I'm dieting down for. I think at this point the hardest part is going to be making weight, because I've still got to cut quite a bit of weight to actually make this weight class without doing a dramatic water cut at the end. But the training is going good. I'm counting this as meet prep because this is my first day going back to doing normal range of motion deadlifts, which is what I really need to be focusing on for the final 7 weeks. I'm exactly 7 weeks out now from this push-pull meet. And so obviously squats are taking a back seat. I'm obviously going to squat 5 days a week. But as you guys can see, I'm not trying to push it to the limits. I'll have days where I hit 210, days where I hit 220. I'm not worried about it. I'm just going to ramp to one heavy single 4 or 5 times a week, generally 5. And take it from there. These were okay. They were good pauses. The 210 felt a little heavy today. This was still 220. And I'm trying to work on getting that walkout down better because I just can't use the monolift. And the monolift is really messing me up at meets at this point. So I've got to get better at just doing my walkout and keeping my head pointed down so that the judge doesn't signal me to squat because he thinks I'm in position when I'm not. So I'm learning to look at my feet and not look up, to give them any sort of eye contact to signal that I'm ready to squat until I'm actually in position. But the squat felt decent. I have no real positive or negative feelings about it. It was just a 210 pause squat. Could have been a little faster. Maybe I could have gone heavier, but I wanted to leave a little bit in the tank for my deadlifts later because, again, this is my first day going back to the full range of motion after doing deficits 6 days a week for a few weeks straight. And so I wanted to have a little something left in the tank. Same with the bench press. The bench press, all of these went well. All of these felt light. I felt like I could have just cranked out 4 or 5 reps with this. But again, we're focusing on getting explosive on singles with 90%. And I just did 4 singles with this. I probably could have done more singles and kept the bar speed up. They all felt good. But again, I'm going to press again tomorrow. So it doesn't really matter. I don't have to just beat myself to death on any one session training on this type of training to where I'm hitting singles at 90% every single day, day after day. And again, wanting to leave something in the tank for the deadlift work. But nothing further to add on these. You can just watch these. I'm not going to comment much more. They just were overall good. Everything was fast. Everything felt strong. And then we have deadlifts. I did record one warm-up here, the 220. Overall, the deadlifts, they felt a little heavier than they should for 240, but again, I'm not used to the bar path and the motor patterns from pulling at the normal range of motion. I've been pulling deficits now ever since the meet back in August. And so I'm really used to doing deficit pulls. So it's going to take me a few workouts to really get back in the groove on doing normal conventional deadlifts here. And so the bar speed could have been faster, but these will go up quickly. I ended up only doing 3 singles with these just because they felt fairly heavy, particularly the third one. It felt almost like a grinder. It didn't look like a grinder, but it felt like a grinder. And I need to just get used to the motor pattern for this. I'll be pulling 6 days a week. And so what I'll do with this on the 240, I'll keep pulling 240 until I can do 6 singles with it. And then I will add 2.5 kilos and repeat the pattern all the way up until the meet. I'll just keep adding weight and then reducing the singles, and then when I can get to 6 singles without real grinders, I'll go ahead and add 2.5 kilos and just do it all the way to the meet. And hopefully we can get 270 to 280 at this push-pull, assuming I can make weight. That's going to be the hardest part for me, is going to be making weight while trying to improve my deadlift. But let's see if we can do it. And this meet isn't that important, so it's not really a big deal if I fail to do that. I have a good chance of winning my weight class no matter how this goes, as long as I can make weight. And then the only accessory I did today was the Pendlay Rows, which are going to be a mainstay because they carry over so much to both my bench press and my deadlift. And it's going to be a push-pull meet. The Pendlay Rows 3x3 is going to be pretty much a daily thing, and I'll just pull for speed on these. Obviously, this is really light, as you guys can see just from how fast it's exploding. It actually probably almost bruised my chest today, hitting my chest so hard. But, again, I just do these for speed to improve explosiveness. So that's pretty much my workout. This is the first real day of my meet prep, so I hope it has been informative. And I will talk to you guys next time.